Hi, hello. Welcome everybody to another Superstar PartyPlex game. The current voice you're hearing belongs to VB, Vegan of the Bears, and I'm going to be today's DM for the game No Time for Play. I'm with my four lovely players, who you may introduce yourselves top down.
Hi, hello. My name is 20 Crows in a Trench Coat, Crows for short. Today I'll be playing everyone's favorite anxious arcade ghost, Ezra.
Hi, I'm MJ, and today I will be playing everyone's favorite weird clown, Harlequinette.
Hello, my name is CYM-K, Sim for short, and I will be playing the world's most sopping wet employee, Elijah Mallory.
And I'm Zen, and to shake things up from the recent string of eggs games, today I will be playing the mean clown, Cici.
Egg
Hooray.
sleepover.
All right. So, the setting of today's game, as unfortunately many of my games tend to be, are around closing time with the Partyplex. A lot of the guests are starting to leave, and the Partyplex is beginning to start cleaning up for the next day. Actually, I think it might be like an hour after closing time when this occurs. So, players, what are your characters doing an hour after closing?
Well, I think Harlequinette would be cleaning up the prize corner, resetting the shelves and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like Cici is just hanging around in the employees' areas, back hallways, and stuff. I mean, she lives here. She's just killing time.
You could say she's just chilling.
Um, Ezra is, probably just getting out of the maintenance room. He's been doing a lot better since, the events that have occurred. Just probably passing through the arcade and stuff. Yeah, you know.
Eli
Alright.
is finishing up some accounts, checking on Buddy, making sure everything's in order. But he's just sort of, you know, finishing up his work.
So, as all of you are kind of minding your own business and are kind of winding down, all of you can spot for the fact that there is a little figure walking around the Partyplex, which at first glance appears to be a child.
Oh no, a child.
A
Uh-oh.
child.
A
A
child.
child. In
So
my
far, it's
Partyplex after hours.
It's more
so
likely than you
far
think.
they're just wandering around. I won't have your characters roll perception checks unless you want to, but they're just kind of perusing around the area a bit.
I think
You
Harlequinette would want to roll perception because they're security. They have to make sure this child is one of the ones that is supposed to be here.
Go ahead. You're all free to roll perception. Go ahead.
Alright, let's cock die.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, that is
20, unnatural 20.
19 plus perception. Okay, that's a 23.
Cici got a sec. She doesn't really care about this
Oh my
child.
gosh.
It's not her problem.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
it's slash. It's slash.
Every time. Every time. Nat
Oh!
20, baby. Or not nat 20.
30-20.
Unnat 20.
30-20.
So, Eli, I want to imagine that as you just leave the office, you almost run into this little kid who doesn't even seem to acknowledge Eli as the kid just goes down the hallway. And Eli, I assume you just kind of follow behind the kid, like, because somebody's gotta.
Yeah, he's like, oh, wait, child, hold on, you're, you're not supposed to be back here. He's gonna start following the kid, like, do you know where your parents are?
Kid continues
Child.
walking, and I imagine Eli's is uh trying to get the kids' attention, also gets Harlequinette's and Ezra's attention of hearing, oh, a child that's not supposed to be here.
Yeah, Harlequinette hears Eli's franticness and steps out of the prize corner and basically joins the conga line of following this child in curiosity.
Yeah, Ezra will follow behind HQ.
Cici,
Just go.
with a 6, I don't think you spot the child, but you see the conga line.
She's just internally like, what are all of them doing? What?
Harlequinette
Stopping that
waves
guy.
at her.
And I mean, Harlequinette's
Eli.
there, so she'll probably go try and catch up with Harlequinette to ask what the heck is going on.
Harlequinette just points. It's like, do you see the small child?
I usually try not to.
Well, Eli's following this child, so I figured I'd follow Eli following this child and see what's up. And
And
then
I'm following HQ. And I'm following HQ, who's following Eli, who's following the child.
Cici looks at Ezra and is like, did I ask you what you were doing?
Oh. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, be nice. Ezra is, and then I feel like it dawns on Harlequinette. They've not talked to Ezra about some things they kind of have a vague awareness of happening, you know, certain events. And they just sort of end up giving Ezra a tight smile and says, Ezra, I think deserves a little, kindness lately.
Oh.
Well, then
At
you
this
be
point,
kind to
Eli
him.
can.
Repeat that.
At this point, Eli kind of. Oh, sorry.
Cici said,
Eli kind of looks over.
Then go first.
Okay, so go.
I'm sorry.
Cici
It's
said,
okay.
well, then you can be kind to him.
Harlequinette shrugs. I can't argue with that.
The kid that you have all been following just kind of stops and lets out a heavy sigh and just turns around, points directly at Eli and goes, I work here. And
What?
this is the kid you have been following around. A small little griffin kid who's dressed in glitter in a glittery green jumpsuit.
Eli kind of steps back and he's like, isn't child labor illegal? Like, very illegal.
Huh?
You work here?
Yeah. I'm one of the playdates.
History?
Would any of us recognize that? Like,
I will say, Ezra, yes. Actually, all of you recognize, maybe not Eli. Everyone but Eli recognizes what a playdate here means. Ezra, you've had to work with playdates from time to time. The Harlequinette, you see them like near constantly. So does Cici. But playdates are these little animatronics here within the PartyPlex that can be lent out to children that work as their playdates for kids that don't have friends. Sad.
Tragic.
That gives me a really funny thought.
You can't just say that and not say the thing.
Just- when he was a kid, had to hang out with them.
Yeah, Ezra, you probably. Yeah, that's fair. You probably did hang out with the playdates, but you don't particularly recognize. But you probably don't recognize this particular model.
Right.
Eli's just looking at the rest of him like, is this something that the PartyPlex uses?
I think Harlequinette like leans like over Eli to go into view like from top. You know, like just leaning over Eli all the way in an arch to get within Eli's point of view. It's like they're animatronics for children. More specifically for children
Oh.
than the rest of us. Like they're playdates, and they do like little jazz hands.
Oh, like a little friend.
Little friend, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, they say, and gesture at his side.
Another
Ah.
fun thing that all of you but Eli know, playdates are not meant to be wandering around the PartyPlex during this time. They're always submitted into the front desk. So this one is not where he's supposed to be.
Strange.
Odd.
I
I
feel
think
like
Harlequinette stands back up and is kind of stroking their chin thoughtfully.
Cici is kind of squinting at him like, hmm. Is this a programming bug? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this guy?
The kid squints back at you.
I have to ask, would the animatronics know whether like the playdates are like as awake and aware as like the main stage animatronics in themselves, or are the playdates supposed to be like a tier down in sentience, you know?
I'll say, Harlequinette, you are aware of the fact that they do have a bit of a sentience to them. They do have full cognitive thought, very similar to you, but it's very rudimentary. It's not as complex. They're little
Because
kids.
they're yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also for the fact that Harlequinette, you see these playdates come up to the front counter constantly, and every single time they never recognize you.
Oh, their brains are reset.
Hmm.
Look, are we just gonna keep
Interesting.
standing around here looking at me, or
Oh, apologies. I
Uh,
mistook you for an actual child.
happens
common
more
mistake
frequently?
amongst employees, but you are aware you're supposed to be at the front desk during this time, or checked in somewhere, I suppose.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. It's just driving me mad, just having to be up there. I think my bracelet is lost or something.
Your
Another
bracelet?
little context thing. Playdates are all assigned a little bracelet, which sends out a little GPS signal to the playdates to know where they should be.
Is it like something the child would carry around?
Yes, that is what a child would wear, so the playdate can always stay near them.
Ooh.
Eli kind of perks up at this, and he kind of he kind of gives a glance at Cici, like,
You
she's the
need
one who knows.
The one who knows what?
But
About Eli,
Yeah.
Eli, who he is.
She's honestly still just squinting at that kid. That wording of, oh, it's driving me mad has got her kind
yeah,
of worried.
I think Harlequinette is a little unsettled by that phrasing as well.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you need help finding it?
Yeah, I'd really like that. Normally I'd be able to tell exactly where it is, but when I try to focus in on it, it's really fuzzy.
That is odd. But yes, we can help you.
Of course.
Not like I've got anything better to do.
Awesome, quest picked up.
Quest acquired.
Quest. They all get like the Skyrim like question.
God, I love Skyrim. That's such a fun game.
Skyrim good. I've
Yeah.
played it so much.
Yeah.
So, how are y'all gonna help me?
Well, where do you remember last leaving it?
And Glimmer really starts thinking. You see Glimmer just kind of close his eyes and then scrunch up his face as he starts to put both of his hands up to his head to try and kind of scratch and claw at the information in there. But it seems that no matter how much effort Glimmer puts into trying to remember, all he can come up with is just a shrug.
Well, you did mention them being from the front counter, didn't you, Harlequinette? Perhaps we should start there.
Perhaps we could look at, I don't know, records of some sort. I will admit I'm never super in tune to what the playdates are doing. I have other responsibilities, but, well, I can't swear I'm correct, but I believe their memories are reset.
Interesting.
Huh?
What?
No,
Don't worry about it.
Okay! Yay!
let the adults handle the existential dread.
But yeah, you can start moving up to the front desk in order to check for the records. And everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh,
Alrighty-o.
Oh, I don't think Ezra perceives. That is a 4 plus perception. That is an 8.
Cici also got an 8.
11.
Come on, Eli.
Come on,
Eli.
Eli, lock in.
13?
13?
It's better than
Oh.
anyone else.
Yeah, I'm perceiving.
No, you aren't.
Oh,
We all suck at perceiving. We're probably still
We
just
do not
doing the
see.
conga line.
Da, 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 ah.
Duh.
Da, da, da.
I imagine everyone's following behind Harlequinette like an RPG party, and
Harlequinette's great height is just blocking like their front view.
alright. You move up to the front desk and you find the computer where supposedly all of the necklace records are kept. Necklace, bracelet.
Mm.
I don't know if I'll have you doing some sort of check for this. Who's the most tech savvy here?
Probably
I think
the technician.
Ezra.
Probably.
Or
I feel
yeah.
like Harlequinette would go to the computer first though, just because they have security clearance.
Yeah. Ezra is
Eli knows how to
following
do
close.
math. That's about it.
Yeah, Ezra is following close behind HQ.
Tech support if this clown can't operate this machine. Should Harley roll like intelligence or something?
Go ahead, roll intelligence.
Yeah. Can Ezra help?
Sure. But that's
Okay.
mostly going to be just giving Harlequinette advantage.
Okay. Yay.
Yippee! Already have a 22. Let's see if we can go somehow even more higher.
Nat 20.
Let's-
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Nat 20,
Nat 20.
baby.
Nat
Come
20,
on.
baby. Oh.
Okay, dirty
I mean,
20.
still a dirty
okay,
20.
So 22 is their best
Okay.
attempt.
With some of Ezra's guidance, you're able to navigate over to the bracelet records of when they were lent out. And as you scroll through all of the names and filter out all of the other playdates, you come to the the last person who has lent out Glimmer's bracelet specifically appears to be a kid named Makhih.
Oh.
That's
I
a
can-
concerning sounding noise.
I
A kid named.
recognize
What?
that.
Can you repeat the name?
Makhih.
Makhih. Okay, so I First I was like, is that Mikey?
No, Makhih.
The FNAF
But-
curse of having too many Mike carries on across universes.
I can't believe this. But Glimmer comes over to just kind of take a peek over at the computer and kind of squints at the name Makhih, and it's just like, yeah, he was the snake kid, wasn't he? Yeah, I remember him.
Do you know where he went today? Eli asks.
No,
Hmm,
but I do remember
Is
he was a
Perhaps we
snake.
could
snake.
check the security feeds and I don't did those like I assume that they saved the recording so we can look back at those if we wanted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cameras do save footage.
Okay.
That's
It's
a
just
good
a
idea.
matter of knowing which cameras to look at.
That is true. So what cameras are you looking at?
Probably it would be like the main 4 attraction cameras, like
Yeah. Or the daycare.
Yeah.
This is
or the atrium might be a good like if we started at the
neutral
lobby
ground.
camera or something, we could see when Makhih got here and got the playdate and then trace them from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like the times could also be tracked on when it was lent out, since that does kind of tend to be tracked with when things are rented out.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
we give
because,
us a
like,
starting point. The playdates counter at the time Glimmer was checked out.
And then we just use the cameras to follow where this child and Glimmer went throughout the day.
Yeah.
I think if you're checking all of the cameras that you have stated, you can probably see that, yes, by the time that when Glimmer was rented out, you can very much see that a Yanti woman, alongside with her little Yanti kid, had rented out a playdate. But afterwards, the last time you see them is when they go through the atrium. They don't go to the major attractions.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
By the time that the animatronic is returned, you don't see the Yanti kid. Instead, I imagine you see Bailey returning back the necklace, the
Oh
bracelet.
god, that child's dead, isn't
Oh
it?
god.
Oh,
Oh
no.
god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh
You hear
no.
Bailey's name and instantly, a child has died.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just elementary, my dear Watson.
Yeah. Yes. Is 2 + 2 4? Yes. Is the sky blue? Yes. Is Bailey mentioned? Yes. Does that mean a child is dead? Probably.
Oh, the child has gone missing, and Bailey returned the last known evidence.
A hand touches the beacon. A child has died.
Oh,
However,
man, Pango called it in the front row seat before we even got to this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, guessing that a child has died in a FNAF game is like a pretty safe bet.
A
A child
in
dying in my
entertainment movie?
PartyPlex game? It's more likely than you think. Same brain cell.
I think Harlequinette feels more than a little concerned about the child going AWOL and a security guard having to return the thingy instead.
I, I'm assuming Eli is also kind of watching the cameras, and he looks at this and he's like, perhaps the child lost the bracelet and Bailey just found it.
That
Wait,
would be the most.
hang on. And Glimmer turns around and goes into a little room behind the front desk, which is unlocked, which is weird, but goes in there and it's like, if that security lady returned my bracelet,
Oh, you should be not like you should be feeling it here and not elsewhere.
and as you say that, Glimmer comes out of the back door holding his own bracelet.
Okay, yeah, you really shouldn't be sensing it elsewhere then.
Yeah.
Well, it's an electronic device. It has components. Do you think like the internal tracker mechanism was somehow
Yeah.
removed?
Can I see it?
No! I'm not letting you
Okay.
tear my head apart.
What? Oh no! No! Whoa! No! 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 That's not like I was meant the bracelet thing.
Oh. And just kind of hesitantly hands the bracelet over.
And should Ezra roll something?
Yeah, make me. What's a good check for this? Hang on.
Investigation, maybe?
Probably investigation. If you have proficiency in tinkering tools, add your proficiency.
I do. Hell yeah! Well, that's a nat 1.
Can I
You had
help,
one
maybe?
Please
Can
help.
I help? All right, I have a really good investigation score.
Actually, quickly, Eli, how are you going to help? I want to know.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
If you can give me a good, if you can give me a good way that Eli would help, I'll let you help.
Okay, Eli. I feel like Eli's gonna look kind of over Ezra's shoulder. And given Eli's past, I feel like maybe he'd have some experience with tracking devices being implanted on
Oh.
things.
Aww.
Oh.
Concerning.
Oh, concerning, but makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah.
But
But
He's had to remove a couple tracking devices himself.
Oh my god.
Poor guy.
Is that? Can I do that?
I'll accept
Okay.
it. All right.
All
Ezra,
right.
roll again.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oops.
Okay, so that is an 11 plus investigation, so that is a 16.
Plus your Tinker
Yay.
Tools proficiency.
Oh, plus, okay, so that would be plus 3. So 19, I think is what because it's, okay, investigation.
19's good. So
Yeah,
as you
okay.
pop that bad boy open, alongside with Eli's help, with his weird, uncanny recognition of tracking devices, you
Very
notice
normal.
that the inside of it is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the bracelet, at least nothing that you can see outside with the hardware.
Weird. Maybe. No. And
I think Cici looks at Glimmer and is like, "Have you had the idiots in parts and service take a look at your code recently? It could be a bug of some sort."
I haven't really talked to them yet. I don't know, this just started like a few hours ago, maybe?
did it start
Maybe-
before or after you were returned? Do you recall?
No, it just kind of started.
I don't really like talking to her, but maybe we should ask Bailey?
I
Would
mean,
Harlequinette know if Bailey's still on shift?
probably, yeah.
Most likely. I'd imagine that Harlequinette probably has access to a schedule of sorts of when everyone's working and not.
Well, I think we established early on in the party, like,
fair.
Yeah.
Harlequinette is still a little analog compared to other animatronics, so they
You're
would have
so
to
right.
check a computer database, but they're at a computer right now.
Yeah,
So
they
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 should
have
be
the
able to just-
permissions. They can find out.
Yeah, they have. They can find employee records real easy and access that with like. I feel like they push everyone away from the computer screen so no one sees them type in a password.
Yep, Ezra just turns around to not look.
Eli is he just closes his eyes like I can't see. I am not breaking any laws.
Do not see it.
Cici is still looking kind of skeptically at Glimmer, like suspicious.
Suspicion. Yeah, so Harlequinette opens the employee stuff. Do they know where Bailey is and is supposed to be?
I mean, should Bailey be on duty tonight, or do we want her to be?
I'll leave
I
that up to
know what
y'all.
I don't know what Bailey would really add to this. So I'm gonna say no.
Right,
What?
Right, and assuming that the child murder theory is true, she probably wouldn't want to stick around very long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I doubt Bailey's going to be around for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I
was
think
on
you
day
can all
shift
see, like,
today. She's already headed home for the night.
yeah, like Harlequinette kind of slumps and goes, "Well, it should have probably been expected. She was working during the day. She does not have the night shift tonight."
Yep, nope.
Well, is it possible that the playdate bracelets have a counterpart? I mean, in order to keep you two connected, there'd be the one connected to the machine and the one connected to the child.
Glimmer cocks his head.
Perhaps maybe the child is lost in the facility and the child wandering around is causing some confusion.
Well, the bracelet is the one the child is supposed to carry, and we have the bracelet here, but
Here.
I believe we should look elsewhere. Something feels wrong. It could be, well,
Yeah.
these sort of tracking devices must work on, like, radio waves or signals of some sort. Maybe something is mimicking the signal and causing confusion?
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Well,
Huh.
Well, that's not a very heartening thought, but I guess it's less scary than the alternatives.
Eli kind of
Quinette
shudders his like,
shrugs. Like, technology, man.
tech is weird.
I could try figuring it out. I don't know. I mean, I'm good at
How are you
tech.
gonna figure it out? How are
Well,
you gonna figure it out?
like Quinn said, radio waves, the tracking stuff would probably be kind of hard. But maybe we could try figuring out what the signal is for it, or the frequency that it's connected to.
You know what? I'm thinking of the logistics because I do want to say that could probably work, but I assume Ezra is going to need to get the tools first in order to do that. Maybe.
Yeah, like, maybe it would be like a swing by parts and service.
Yeah. I mean, hold on, let me check his fumble chart. I'm pretty sure he does have the wretched soldering iron on him.
How would that help?
How would a soldering
I don't
iron
know.
help you? A
Fucking
soldering
know.
iron would not help.
Tools.
Buddy,
fair.
I look you directly in the eyes.
I'm sorry.
You're going to
I'm
need
so-
proprietary res tech to figure
Oh
this
yeah.
stuff out, I'm sure.
Not a recalled Tomcat set of tools.
No, none of them are for detecting radio waves. You need some
Fair.
sort of
I
radio wave
know.
detecting device.
My brain had a moment, okay?
We
It's a
pat
tool.
you and move on.
Okay.
I don't. This is probably a stretch, but I do have an electrokinetic feature that might be helpful. Of course, it's a stretch, I admit. It's this thing called psychic vision, and typically speaking, I can only use it for corpses, but perhaps maybe because it's tracking neuroelectric energy, maybe it's like a sense. I could sense wave if I really focused.
I feel like this is very different from what radio frequency is the bracelet
Yeah.
transmitting on.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean,
I
Ezra
mean,
has
if we find a
identified.
dead body, maybe that will be a surprise tool that helps us later, but right now, I think we just got to go to parts and service and find some
Yeah.
scrap metal to create a weird like radio transmitter like radar ping.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that
Yeah.
feel
might be
like you might
Yeah.
not even have to build a device. A radio wave receiver feels like the sort of thing parts and service might already have.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty certain
Yeah.
they would have that.
like a straight up radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if any regular radio would work, but we'll see. Uh, so moving over to parts and services, everyone make me a perception check.
Oh boy, oh
All right.
boy.
Oh boy.
I hope we don't find any corpses.
17.
Okay, 17.
6.
24.
22.
So everybody but Eli, begin. You all hear more child voices. You hear particularly two children that sound like they're bickering with each other, in a very hushed tone.
Could
No.
Harlequinette roll stealth and go over to where they hear the voices?
Yep, make me a stealth check.
I'm imagining
Trust
Eli
them.
is just so freaked out being in parts and service that he's not paying
Yeah.
attention.
I got an
He's
18
not
on that
comfortable.
stealth.
Uh, 18. That's pretty good. I'll say, Harlequinette, as you hear the voices and you slink away in order to follow them, uh, you kind of come across. I don't actually know what area is going to be near parts and services, but probably hiding behind some sort of decoration bush or something. You find you find three other playdates, with two of them bickering, particularly a red dog and a blue elephant.
Oh boy, the children are out and about tonight. Uh, I think near parts and service, that's on the, like the lower level, so it would probably be one of like the storage tunnels.
Yeah, near parts and service, there's or branching off from parts and service, there's the endo hall, there's the personal
I
project
see.
rooms, there can be some storage nearby.
Then I think
Wait.
hiding behind like some storage or something.
Mm-hmm.
The children are behind a crate. The Harlequinette just like quietly climbs over and they're just gonna eavesdrop for a moment if you'll allow it, unless the voices are too quiet for them to hear.
No, I think you can get pretty close to the kids without them actually noticing you for like a solid minute or so. In which the most thing that you hear is just like, well, you be quiet. You're going to give us away. I still don't think this is a really good idea. Well, we gotta find him somehow. What if we get caught? We're gonna be in so much trouble. And it's just mostly that back and forth.
I won't rat you out if you help us with our current problem, and maybe we can help you.
Harlequinette, you hear the most high pitched scream come from the red dog. It's uncanny how high that voice box can get.
I think
But-
Harlequinette is on the ceiling at the moment, just to add to this.
Okay,
Lol,
all
there's a
the
weird ass
children
spider.
Cici is
Excuse
just
freak
grimacing at the
behavior.
noise.
Do you come? Sorry, Zach, could you repeat that?
Cici is grimacing at the noise of the child scream.
Harlequinette
Yeah,
like calls into the distance. They're fine.
Great, I was so worried.
Instantly, the little red dog that's covered in hearts just kind of pops up from behind the crane. It's just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Look, we were just out here to find our buddies. It was their idea. And she points towards her two buddies, to which a yellow deer stands up, and goes, "You snake! How dare you!"
You are
Can't
inaudible,
hear you.
BB.
Can you hear me? Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you were
Okay.
so high pitched that it was breaking the
Yeah.
frequency.
The dog voice is cutting in and out. Mostly out.
You know what? That's probably a character.
Speaking in registers only dogs can hear.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette is like, well, calm down. Currently we're trying to help your the other playdate, Glimmer, find. Well, it's a strange situation. Glimmer is feeling the signal bracelets send out, but we know where their bracelet is. It's just for some reason a false signal is being felt elsewhere. Are you all experiencing a similar situation?
uh, and uh, the blue elephant instantly goes to just cover the red dog's mouth and just kind of nodding along, like, yep, feeling the same exact signal.
Can Harlequinette roll insight?
Go ahead.
Come on, HQ. See for these little liars.
Come on.
20. A natural 20.
That's a dirty 20. But
I said
the yellow.
unnatural 20.
Oh,
Unnatural 20 sounds a lot like a natural 20. So
Yeah.
I think that's
Oh,
how
I
dirty
see.
20
then.
came around.
I just call them dirty 20s. But
Yeah.
despite how convincing it is with the blue elephant and the yellow deer both nodding, I'm just gonna name these because I'm pretty certain Harlequin would know their names. The red dog is Pepper, the yellow deer is Sunny, and the blue elephant is Baloo. Despite the fact that Baloo and Sunny are both very much nodding, um, yeah, you can very much see the fact that no, these kids are liars.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette is gonna put their hands on their hip and kind of lean back a little bit and just kind of sing song, "Liar, liars, pants on fire."
Pepper swats Baloo's hands off her mouth and just goes, "They lockpicked the box where they keep our bracelets. It's how we're wandering around." And Sunny just kind of gives a small kick to Pepper.
Sibling coded.
Harlequinette tilts their head and says, "Wait, so they," and they point at Baloo and Sunny, "lockpicked the box?" Or
Sunny did it. Shut up.
okay, a follow-up question: why did you do that?
And once again, Sunny covers Pepper's mouth and is just like, "We came out here to look for Glimmer. We kind of got worried with him wandering around."
I mean, that's a fair worry to have, but forgive me if I'm slightly doubtful that something else isn't going on. Look, and like they crouch down to be eye level, like squat, and it's like, I'm not gonna get you three in trouble or Glimmer in trouble if you cooperate and help us figure out the current situation.
Sunny and Baloo kind of look at each other. They look back at Harlequinette, and it's just, no, we came out here to look for Glimmer. He's kind of been acting weird all afternoon. Or at least most of the afternoon. Evening. It's evening now. Never mind.
Yeah, Harlequinette, like, for a second, some visible concern shows on their face at the prospect of an animatronic acting weird, you know? Last time an animatronic was acting weird, that led to, well, gestures to Rylan.
Yeah, this is why
Oh.
Cici has been so concerned.
Yeah, I picked up on that. So
Yeah.
Harlequinette is concerned. It's like, okay, if it really is about Glimmer, then, well, I appreciate that you're concerned for your friend. We're trying to help Glimmer figure out where the false signal is. Glimmer, you said he for Glimmer?
Yeah, Glimmer goes by he, him.
Him, yes. We're trying to figure out where the false signal he's been feeling is coming from. That's when we're down in parts and services. We're trying to find a radio signal detector thingy.
The kids kind of look at each other, and Sunny finally lets go of Pepper's mouth, and Pepper just kind of rubs her muzzle a little bit because owie, but Baloo kind of shrugs. We don't really know what's up with Glimmer. We're not feeling whatever he's feeling. We feel perfectly fine.
Well, I'm glad it's only affecting one of you, but I wish it wasn't affecting anyone at all. Like, Glimmer's current feeling is that somehow the signal the bracelet sends off is somewhere elsewhere in the PartyPlex all fuzzy, and strangely, he was returned. He and the bracelet were returned without his child. One of the security guards had to do it instead, so odd things are afoot.
And the kids all furrow their brows. They are also all equally concerned by that. And they just kind of look to each other like, recently returned by security guard. Maybe he was just playing with the security guard. That's perfectly normal. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. That's fine.
I don't think that's perfectly normal.
I think
He was checked out by a child, so presumably the child, unless I suppose we can't say that the child didn't have to like suddenly leave the partyplex because of a family emergency or something, but it's strange. Anyway, I feel like if you would like to join us in this little mission, you could come to parts and services with me and help us look around.
The kids all kind of look to each other and they all kind of start to perk up a little bit. But Sunny takes a step forward and just goes, okay, on the one condition that for tonight, we are allowed to wander around the partyplex. You know?
Yeah, sure.
Or yeah. They all kind of cheer.
the yay cut off, but it was amazing. It was perfect. Yippee!
Like,
Man,
personally,
negotiating so easy.
Harlequinette does not really care. As long as the children aren't actively like in danger, then it's like, yeah, sure, they can wander around. So yeah, Harlequinette stands up and heads back to parts and services and says, "Well, I found more play dates, but they were trying to look for Glimmer."
Well,
I think as the playdates see Glimmer, they're all just exclaim, Glimmer! And they all run to hug him. And they start
Aw.
questioning everything like,
Aw.
what happened? What are you doing out here? Where's your bracelet? Your bracelet still is in the cupboard. What are you doing? And Glimmer just kind of shrugging and explaining very bare bones that, yeah, just kind of feel weird.
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 But yeah, the kids will follow behind you with them just kind of try to hold Glimmer's hands, which
Maybe
is
join
a
the
problem
party
because there's
line.
three, but there's three of them, but he's only got two hands.
Someone's holding his tail.
Baloo is using his trunk to just hold on to Glimmer's little tail.
Aw.
But we've been going for
Aw.
about an hour. I'm gonna take a quick break here before we go over to
Okay.
the parts and services. Get your water refreshed.
I'm still drinking coffee.
That's
My
fair.
God.
But I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, gamers. Anybody who's still recording, I have a little ad for you. Do you ever feel like like a plastic bag drifting in the wind? Well, then I have the solution for you. With a low, low price of $1.99, you can buy stones. What are stones good for? Well, they're good for keeping you grounded to reality. They're good for keeping uh you from drifting around like a plastic bag. You know what else you can do with stones? That's right. You can put them on the ground and observe them. If you really feel like it, you can even put googly eyes on them. Great companions. They keep the loneliness at bay. But if you're really feeling like a bag, you know what you can put into bags? fireworks. If you pay $2.99 to upgrade your rock to a firework, now you have a little explosive loud buddy who will always keep things very interesting. But do be aware that just like any autistic person, they can only be used once in a great burst of energy. Thank you for listening to my useless ad about fireworks and rocks. We're back. Hi. So, continuing down over to parts and services to find a little radio device that is going to help with figuring out whatever Glimmer's issue is. I assume, Ezra, you're pretty familiar with this entire place and having to search it top to bottom.
Indeed. Ezra's
So you-
PartyPlex autism.
I don't know if the autism is going to help with searching for the tool, but you go through the various tool packs until you find the little frequency device. I don't think Ezra knows what frequency the part they really use. So either you're gonna have to figure out somehow dig around somewhere to figure out what frequency they use, or you're just gonna have to guess.
Instruction manual? Do the playdates have an instruction manual?
Most likely.
Okay, where would that most likely be kept? I mean, we're in parts and service right now, right?
Yeah, either
Mhm.
parts and service or the playdates room, probably.
Yeah. Can I
I feel
make
like-
an invest? Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, I feel like something like detailing like blueprints or like how to like service a thing would probably be like within parts and service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can I roll investigation to find something like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Could we also
I'll-
roll?
That
Go
is a
ahead.
16.
What are we rolling?
They're rolling investigation to find the blueprints or instruction manual for the playdates.
I got 22.
Eli perceives.
Oh my
I got
god,
23.
nat
We
20.
keep one-upping
Oh
each
my
other.
god.
Cece's
Harley
not
Quinn is so
looking.
tall they just see it like sticking out of a cabinet.
Y'all spot it. Cici
You're
not searching?
spotting.
Cece's not looking.
Cici's not looking.
Cici
So-
doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
You all find the user manual and all of you just quickly like slap it down.
I'm like imagining in my head like they all see it, and then like it's only like a little race to it, and Harley Quinn with their long arms grabs it first and slaps it down victoriously.
I kind of imagine that they all grab it at the same time, with Harlequinette's hand at the bottom, and then Ezra's and then Eli's.
Yeah, it's just by their height.
You like can't help it, he's tiny.
Yeah,
Sorry,
short.
Eli.
Little baby man.
Little tiny
Baby
guy.
man.
Little guy.
Cece watching them all grapple over it, like, with a very, like, disapproving look. Like, come on. Really?
What? What?
If there's two people already grabbing onto the book, I don't think you need to grab it as well.
Aw.
I'm helping grab it.
Yes, can't you see? They're very much helping me lift this heavy, heavy piece of paper.
Mm.
Anyway, I imagine it to be a little booklet, and as you flip through the pages in trying to find all of the frequencies that they use, you do find the frequency that they're all set to. Entering that into the little device that you've got, you find the exact location of the bracelet.
Hooray!
Yay! There's a part of me that wants to say it would probably be like multiple frequencies for each one.
Yeah,
So
I
if they're
feel
all the
like
same frequency, they
Yeah.
would all be picking up their own bracelets. Like every bracelet would be for
every play
everyone.
date.
Well, no, all of because otherwise, oopsie. Sorry, my necklace broke. No, every single playdate is set to their own frequency because otherwise that's going to create overlap between all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you go to see I'm guessing they each have their own unique one. I'm guessing. And it's like when you go to like see a light show or like a drive-in theater thing, they ask you to set it to a specific thing, sort of.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
My necklace keeps breaking. Uh,
Oh,
it's a cheap one. Don't worry.
okay.
Hmm. No, so far I'm gonna say you're set to Glimmer's frequency, and you get
There's like some
oh,
Okay, never mind.
and you get exactly 1 point. Issue. That 1 point is currently standing right next to you
Hmm.
because Glimmer grabbed his bracelet with him.
Hmm.
So it's not a rogue frequency.
No, doesn't seem like it.
Harlequinette is like looking at the device kind of miffed. It's like, I was hoping I was right, and well, I suppose we're back to square one, though we can roll this out.
What? No, I just got a really good idea. Okay, we're
Huh?
gonna go back a little bit.
Rewind
So-
time!
Rewind.
Mhm.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, so you tune in to Glimmer's frequency, and as soon as you do, you get one very specific point, which is in fact the bracelet that Glimmer is wearing. But at the same time, the screen begins to kind of become a little bit lighter as that one white point suddenly spreads itself out all across the PartyPlex.
What?
Huh?
Okay. That's concerning.
Um. Hmm.
Cici internally
What?
like, Nova, what the fuck are you doing?
Harlequinette is looking at this baffled, like, well, okay, so here's the signal here, and they're pointing at the physical bracelet, and then points at the screen, and there's the signal everywhere?
Um. That's probably a problem.
Yes, no wonder you're detecting it all around and having trouble locating it. Apparently it is all around, and that's... How is that possible?
Should we go to one of the
Glimmer
other dots?
shrugs.
Yo, want to see if there's anything at one of the other dots, or if it's just a malfunction?
Well, no, I
With
don't think
the-
it's multiple dots. I think it's like one dot
Oh.
covers the whole map of the PartyPlex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Ezra does sort of know the building is alive. Huh. And that it's his patron.
I can't believe this.
uh,
Hmm.
I mean, we know that the bracelet still has the tracker. Did we confirm that it hasn't been tampered with at all? Because it seems like maybe if someone overpowered the tracker so that the signal was stronger?
Too many waves of the frequency could maybe do that and overwhelm the connection, maybe?
Is that how radio waves work? Okay.
I have no
Makes sense.
clue. I work mostly with arcade cabinets and um that type of stuff. So
Well, at least it's a theory of what's going on. Yeah, let's look at the bracelet again. I'm still not convinced that it isn't the point of failure.
um I have identify. Could I do anything with that?
Huh?
Identify the problem.
Okay. So let me look up identify
Okay.
just to see if that's actually going to be of any help.
Okay.
Identify. Identify tells you how the object works,
Ah.
not on if it works. So
Fair.
I doubt it's gonna help you.
Okay.
Yep, thank you, Zen.
Thank you, Zen. Hmm.
Could I have? I kind of want to see if our Harlequinette can roll Arcana or something. They're
Oh.
not like. Well, they have a
Hmm.
+3 to Arcana. Since I don't know, I think in their
I
mind they can't rule out supernatural bullshit. They don't know about like all the supernatural bullshit going on, but they themselves are a little bit.
Speaking of
Here.
supernatural bullshit, Ezra has a +6 to Arcana.
Here,
I mean,
I'll
they're
let you.
standing right next to a ghost. You know, it's sort of like send me
If
something
you
magic.
if you can explain to me how Harlequinette is going to use Arcana in order to help identify the problem, I'll let you use it.
Yeah, there's the rub. I'm trying to figure out how they would look at this and be like, ah, yes, there's ghosts in the PartyPlex. It's one.
Repeat that?
I was joking and saying, how could Harlequinette look at this and go, ah, yes, there's ghosts in the PartyPlex. It's blood. um, how would they? I think we'll have to put a pin in this since I'm not sure how if there's any conceivable way for them at this moment to be like, ah, yes, ghosts. Or well, okay, hey, here's the thing. They are a night terror and can smell emotions. Would I don't know. Could they sniff a spirit?
Ah,
I mean,
Are
they
I
there
don't
any
know how-
ghosts in the room with us sniffing intensely?
Ghost detection 101. Just sniff the air until you find a spot that has emotions despite there being nothing there.
Why are you?
I don't know. I guess
Like,
you
you-
could try that if you really want to.
Like, I feel like it's a long shot, but just a mental image of them doing that and everyone else being like, what the hell are you doing? Is so funny. I think they have to do it.
I mean, other than Ezra, because I mean,
Yeah, no, they're
Ezra
not looking for
knows.
someone they can see. They're looking for, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, even maybe they're just not
Oh,
even
yeah.
detecting, like, for ghosts. They're just trying to see if there's someone invisible messing with them all. You know, like a certain evil
That's
knife
fair.
wielding
Go
rabbit.
ahead.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if this would be Arcana or Perception, actually.
Probably
I'd
more
say Arcana if
perception.
you're trying to find a ghost.
Well, I think at this point
It's
they're
not
trying to
Ezra.
detect emotions in the air, so that wouldn't necessarily be like
Or
ghost specific.
I'd still will say that's Arcana.
Okay. Sniff, 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 sniff.
Sniff, sniff.
16.
16. You try to sense emotions, but all you get back is the emotions of the people around you.
Probably some confusion as Harlequinette is suddenly like sniffing around in the air like a hound.
I think
Yeah.
the
What the
playdates
fuck?
have
That-
also started sniffing the air after you.
That's so fucking cute.
That's adorable.
Has Quinn done this sort of thing in front of Cici before, or is this new behavior?
Like I feel like they're weird enough that they've at least smelled the air a couple times, but this is like intense, like sniff, 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 like looking around.
Like a
Hound dog
pointer
type.
dog, sort of. Yeah.
And then they stop abruptly and just sort of shrug. That's the only answer anyone gets.
I think the
Okay.
only thing you really get, Harlequinette, is that Baloo just kind of tugs at your arm, like, what are we sniffing for?
I was trying to see if there's anyone invisible around.
You can smell them? You can smell invisible people?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Sunny's just, I have to learn how to do that. That'd be so cool.
How often do you encounter invisible people?
I wouldn't know. They're invisible.
Yeah, you know, every day you could be crossing by at least 10 invisible people and never know it.
I'll tell you how many invisible people I come across once I learn how to smell them.
Harlequinette is enjoying this.
I think Cici wants to check the frequencies for the other playdates to see, just to make sure this is a Glimmer specific problem.
That's smart.
That's fair. You flip through their frequencies too, and you see that their screens don't light up like Glimmer's is. Instead, they have one very specific spot, which is precisely on them.
I feel like Cici just like pulls it out of Ezra's hands without asking and starts pushing buttons and is like, well, it's definitely a problem with Glimmer's bracelet specifically.
Can I add on to Cici doing that?
Mm-hmm.
HQ gets a sense of familiarity.
Oh.
Oh no, is he used to being demeaned?
Gee,
Yes.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
I think Harlequinette just subtly kind of gives him a sympathetic shoulder pat.
Glimmer thinks a little bit more and says, the signal kind of feels stronger in certain parts of the PartyPlex. It's just driving me mad because I can't tell exactly where.
Which
Which
parts?
parts? Said simultaneously.
I was, I was kind of feeling it stronger near the front of the PartyPlex.
Veebs, there's like some like sort of staticky sounds coming from your mic.
I can't believe this.
Okay,
that
you're
was
good.
clear.
Okay, hi.
Now the static is coming.
Oh, no! Wait, would it help if I left and came back? Or
You can
did
try
something
it.
along those lines?
You could try it. I don't know if that would really
Oh.
do much, but hi again.
Hi. How do I
Okay.
sound?
I don't hear
Okay, you're
static,
good.
so.
You're
Okay, no static. Yay. Okay,
good.
so Glimmer has told you that he kind of feels a slightly stronger signal near the front of the PartyPlex.
So by front, do you
Then-
mean the lobby or atrium?
God, I really wish we had I wish I had a proper map of the PartyPlex. Hang on.
I could describe it to you just with words. So it's like the lobby is like where you come in through the front doors. It has like the turnstiles and ticket things. It has like some like a little gift shop and the Faz pad, I guess, would be the Raz pad in this world. And then there's like an elevator to the atrium, which is like where the main stage is.
And all the attractions.
Yeah.
So I think for the PartyPlex, like, it follows a similar thing. The atrium is attractions and food, and the lobby is like where you buy your tickets and your merchandise and
I see.
the daycare entrance and stuff.
Okay, thank you. Then in that case, it would be more towards the lobby.
Lobby.
Then let's go there.
Yes, let's go investigate there. And I don't know, maybe we could play see if we could move you in certain directions and if it gets warmer or not.
You all begin to move towards the lobby area. to which Glimmer definitely starts to feel or look a lot more alert and kind of looking around.
Can I see if I see anything at this point?
Go ahead. What exactly
what
are
would
you
that
looking for or trying to see?
I'm trying to notice if there's anything nearby that could be causing him to become more alert.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think Cici's on the same page. Like, did someone leave something weird behind that just so happens to put out the same frequency as the bracelet?
Yeah, like a perception check or investigation check for is anything new and different here? Or
Mhm.
weirder?
How many
All right.
abandoned gym bags and duffel bags are there?
Any strange radio tape devices?
Would this be an
Uh,
investigation?
I'd say if
Would
you're
this
passively looking around, perception. If you're actively looking, investigation.
Yeah,
I'm
Ezra
gonna
is
investigate.
looking.
I'm doing
Okay,
perception.
25.
I'm doing
Oh my
perception
god.
because it's better.
Yeah.
Eli has
11.
a really good investigation score.
Eli is very good at investigating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Eli
believe.
perceives all.
Okay, so Eli got 25, Harlequinette
Yes.
17, Cici 11, and Ezra 16. Okay, just confirming.
Mhm.
Hmm. As all of you are looking around and you are searching furiously for anything that seems out of place, you can comfortably all come back and state for the fact that you have seen nothing.
God.
That there is nothing new. But as you
Nothing on. Nope, sorry.
But as all of you kind of, I imagine you all kind of split off a little bit to search around the lobby area and stuff. Uh, you come back and you see the playdates just kind of asking Glimmer, like, "You okay? Is everything all right?" And Glimmer is looking up at the gift shop.
Oh?
Ooh.
I
Ah.
guess Ezra will go over to the gift shop.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette just starts climbing up to the gift shop.
I'm
Wait, no, the
following.
gift shop would be on the first floor.
It's on both floors.
It's on, yeah, it's double-decker gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, double decker gift shop. All of you enter, and I think Pepper runs in, and so does Sunny. Baloo tries to run in too while holding Glimmer's hand, but Glimmer pulls his hand out of Baloo's and refuses to enter.
Insight?
Mm-hmm.
Let's all like
Oh,
stare at
sweet.
this child and figure out.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You can see that Glimmer feels very uncomfortable.
Nice.
Okay.
Birdie 20.
Leave me alone!
Harlequinette is not paying attention to this child with that 9.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh, wait.
Oh. Hmm?
Harlequinette, you can feel emotions, can't you?
Yeah, but I mean, not always, like, they're
No,
not
that's
always
fair.
paying attention to the emotions they can feel.
Mm-hmm. Plus, all the
No, that's fair.
excited playdates might overwhelm whatever Glimmer is feeling.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Ezra's gonna go over to Glimmer and ask, "What's up, buddy?"
Glimmer looks up to the gift shop and just kind of shrugs. I don't really know. It's just. It feels doomed.
Like, there's.
That's
You have a bad feeling about it? Like, in your gut?
Yeah, it feels like something bad's gonna happen.
Wow, that's
Har-
really concerning.
Harlequinette, who had still been
You-
walking in, suddenly pauses and like turns on the hills and go, we don't think it's booby trap, do we?
I don't know when
you
anyone
don't
would
have.
have the time to booby trap it.
you don't have to come in, okay? We can look around in there for you. All right?
Glimmer looks up a little bit more and takes a deep breath in and just takes very hesitant steps inside of the gift shop.
Ezra
Can
will
I
go in.
look? Oh, sorry.
I was just saying Ezra will go in as well. Like, yeah.
All right, Eli, Sim.
Can I look around the gift shop, see if I notice anything out of place?
Hmm. Thinking.
Buffering.
Buffering. Very much buffering. I don't think you spot anything that much out of place within the gift shop.
Okay.
Can I roll investigation or perception?
Go ahead.
Okay. That is a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
So, with investigation, that would be a 25.
25. Anything out of place there?
Well, or anything of note.
Or anything of note. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, while you're thinking, roll investigation for Harlequinette.
I feel like
My God.
Cici has just like positioned herself beside Glimmer so that if something happens, she's there to stop it.
Yeah. I think Harlequinette is looking for anything that is out of place or not usually
I
there.
think as you look around. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. As you are looking around on the shelves, so Ezra got a 25, MJ, Harlequin, I got a 22.
Yep.
Once again, you both come across the same piece of evidence, which near the back of the gift shop is a little piece of paper that looks like one of those Archie Golf Gator like score sheets with
Oh
the name
no.
Makhih written at the top.
Oh, why does bad things happen in Archie Golf? Man.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think
Dread from
Harlequinette is
Ezra.
experiencing what can be described as a sinking feeling.
Or Archie.
Does the score sheet show like what hole like Makhih was at? Did they do the whole course, or did they suddenly stop at like say like halfway through?
Uh, the courses all seem a little spontaneous all around. Like, as if Makhih went from one hole to the other. I think they did almost all of them, but just kind of didn't get around to the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Then they ended up. This ended up here.
Ooh.
Are you going to
That-
just hold on to it?
Yeah, I think Harlequinette picks it up unless Crows has an idea of what Ezra could do with it and just kind of files it away in their hammer space as evidence of, well, an ongoing mystery.
Yep. Um. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think Ezra will do anything to that. To that. Um.
Are they gonna share their
s-
findings or just pick up something off the ground and stash it away and
They're
continue
Well,
gonna
I
share
mean,
it with the others.
yeah, probably. Because last time Ezra found paper on the ground, it was from
Ooh.
Rara
Ooh.
and Hairwire, but Hairwire's not important right now.
Actually, wait, hold on. Harlequinette and Ezra are alone over where this sheet of paper is. I think
Oh
as
no.
Harlequinette picks it up and looks at it, they like look at Ezra, look at it, and then suddenly like a little bit of like realization pops on their face, and they look at Ezra and they just stare at him for a second.
Oh my god.
There's some dread coming from Ezra.
Uh,
Mm, do you think it was?
do I think it was Rara?
Ezra nods a little.
I hope not, but something suspicious is going on.
And
And then go quiet and then kind of look at Ezra and go, I saw certain events on the security cameras. Maybe now's not the time to get into it, but, really, I don't quite know what to say other than that, Hairwire seems to like you a lot.
I can't believe this.
um, Ezra looks a little flustered. Um, uh, yeah, he seems to.
Hey, how quietly are you guys talking?
Probably
Uh,
quietly,
yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
if there's a small child behind us, the small child can overhear.
I think for the sake of this, I think Glimmer has kind of wandered his way over here because Ezra kind of assured him, and he is holding on to Baloo's hand. So, two children behind you.
Oh
And
God.
Cici is keeping tight to Glimmer's side in case he tries anything, so
Okay, well, I guess Glimmer.
So like, suddenly Harlequinette looks over their shoulder and then startles slightly at the little conga line.
The little
Yeah,
crew forming.
Anyway, not relevant to current thing, but anyway, hello everyone who was standing there. We found this Archie golf sheet with Makhih's name on it.
yep.
I think Baloo kind of grabs it with a little bit too much aggression and kind of holds it out in front of Glimmer like, "You recognize any of this?" And Glimmer just kind of like nods like, "Yeah, Makhih was just kind of going around hole to hole. Uh, he wasn't really into golf. I kept winning more than he was."
Was he having fun? Well, here.
I think he had fun in the first few parts, but once we got to like hole 10, when it was starting to get really crazy, he just kind of stopped liking it.
Did
Do you
he
remember what
wander
you did
off?
after the holes?
Yeah, we started to walk around and we came here. And when we came here, and he just kind of trails off in thought, trying to remember what happened next.
Was
Is the sheet of paper like near any sort of like door or vent?
The sheet of paper is kind of near. I'd imagine it's kind of. I'm trying to figure out the mental way that the whole thing looks, but I think it's like near the entrance of the gift shop. There we go.
did
And I think somewhere near the gift shop, if you really think about it, yes, there is a maintenance little tunnel.
uh, oh no.
But what was that name you said earlier? I heard you say something.
Uh,
We were talking about someone.
it's not important. Um, um, just glancing at HQ, like, um,
SQ is like doing like a flat line of a face and wide eyes, and then they smile and start like, yeah, it's really not fully relevant. Well, okay, one name is there's this evil rabbit woman called Rara who uh well, she's sort of a kidnapper and maybe worse. And I hope Makhih is okay. It's just
Does
you
she wear
know,
rainbow?
she wears rainbow.
Yeah, she does.
How do you know that?
I don't know. I don't actually know how I know any of this.
Well,
Um,
okay, well now I'm
was it
really worried.
um
And you very slowly see that pieces are starting to click together for Glimmer as he's putting the timeline together. And almost instantaneously, as soon as those pieces click together, he shoves Baloo out of the way and starts running.
oh no.
Yeah, Harlequinette goes
Some
alert and
help?
then just sprints after Glimmer. They're like,
Yeah,
Yeah, Cici will chase after him as well.
Ezra is following close behind. Um uh um
Are any of you gonna try and catch the kid, or are you just gonna see where the
no,
kid
Harlequinette's
leads?
treating this kid like a bloodhound. Uh, pick up the scent. Go to where you last remember seeing the child. They don't
uh,
say that out loud. They're just following.
I feel like Cece's inclination is to tackle the child, but like
no.
uh,
uh, if needed, we can take a quick little 5-minute break, but we are getting really close to the end of this. So, Sim, would you like to take a break real quick, or alas? It's okay, Sim. I hope you get better.
mhm.
Yeah.
I mean we could oh, there they go.
Oh.
I
Ah,
was gonna say we could say that Eli just does not join in on the mad dash, and then that explains where they are.
I was also going to say that Eli just kind of gets startled. Like Glimmer just runs right past him and he just turns into a little tornado as everyone else chases after Glimmer.
Can
Eli left behind.
Poor Eli.
Eli.
can Cici roll insight on Glimmer to see what his
Go
motivation is
ahead.
on taking off like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, that's a 5. She's got no fucking clue.
No clue what got this kid to suddenly start running.
No.
I think Harlequinette knows pretty well what probably just happened, and the
Yeah.
child's had a brain blast moment.
Brain blast.
Mhm.
Brain blast.
Yeah, Cece's thinking is if this child is running off to go cause some sort of trouble because of a mental break, she would tackle him. If anyone wants to try to stop her.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Harlequinette, as the others come near, is like, I think Glimmer's remembered something.
Oh boy, that sounds so great.
Oh
Hey,
god.
I'm going to be frank. I feel like we should brace ourselves for whatever we may find.
Yeah, Ezra is scared and worried for what they're about to find.
Are the other playdates following?
Baloo is chasing right after. The other two are a little bit dumbfounded by what is happening, and by the time that they try to process Glimmer running right past them, he's already disappeared out of their sight. So
Okay.
only Baloo is chasing afterward.
Only one additional child to worry about. Got it.
Mhm.
Eli's babysitting the other two. But yeah, Glimmer runs with immense fervor just out of the gift shop. and basically throws himself at the nearby maintenance door. And just, well, okay, I don't think the weight of Glimmer quite opens the door, but he shoves it open and just is furiously running down the maintenance corridors.
Yeah, Ezra is following behind.
Yeah, Harlequinette hot on Glimmer's heels.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not somewhere children should be.
This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
And as Glimmer starts running down, you start to hear quiet sobbing.
Oh
No.
god. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, like
Um.
Harlequinette is starting to run faster towards the.
Yeah.
Wait, is the sobbing Glimmer or someone else?
You first hear what sounds to be like Glimmer sobbing. And then you start hearing a second voice starting to sob as Glimmer
Oh.
continues to go through the various twisting halls.
Yeah, Harlequinette is booking it.
Yeah. Yeah. Running. Can I should I make a check to just fucking book it?
Yeah, like athletic check time.
Make an
D-
athletics
that-
check.
Oh no. Wait.
You're chasing
Oh
after a
shit.
kid.
Okay, that's a 19.
Could I roll acrobatics instead of athletics?
Uh,
Uh,
how would you
It's
use
kinda
acrobatics?
are you like
I
crawling
don't
on the
know.
ceiling instead of
Crawling
running?
on the ceiling, parkouring over any obstacles. It's
You're
like they have
doing
a
monkey
+1
bars
to
with the
athletics
lights.
and a +6 to acrobatics, so I just.
That's fair. Doing trapeze ass shit on the lights.
I feel like Cici is not going as hard as the others because she kind of doesn't know what she would do coming across two crying children. She does not want to be the first one on this
Harlequinette-
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harlequinette got a
no.
14. They're doing they're jazzing up their running by doing the occasional like springing forward jump sort of thing.
Yeah.
Uh, Cici, I feel like you kind of get left behind in the dust.
I mean, I don't know
If
about
the
the
time is-
dust.
Well, not
She-
the dust,
She
but
can move 50 feet per round, but she
Okay,
is
well-
intentionally hanging back behind the others.
okay, well, fair enough. Horrifying fact to learn, by the way. I'll keep
Mhm.
that in
Horrifi-
mind.
that clown can book it.
That clown sure can book it.
The wheels.
The
wheels.
wheels.
The wheels.
The
Oh.
The horse.
wheels.
The wheels.
Okay, continuing onward. With Ezra, you're keeping good pace with the kid. That you're right behind, Glimmer, with Harlequinette following behind you. And as you continue to weave through the halls, Glimmer suddenly stops in front of a door and starts grabbing at its handle and trying to pull it. He's pulling,
Uh,
pushing, but it's
Ezra has
locked.
thieves. Ezra has thieves tools.
And Harlequinette has, I think, thieves' tools as well. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
But also, they might just have security clearance if the store is electronic in any way.
Nope.
Nope.
Regular lock and key.
Okay.
Uh,
yeah, they have thieves' tool as well.
Ezra could also phase the door if the DM allows. If not,
I mean, I
have
guess
thieves
you
tool.
could.
That doesn't
I
really
kind of
help
want to do the
Glimmer,
thing that would let everyone see.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thieves tools time.
Thieves' tools time.
The thing is about if you're trying to get to thieves' tools, Glimmer is standing right in front of where you'll need to be in order to, get to the lock. But Glimmer is currently too busy grabbing at the handle, trying to pull the door off and banging on it.
Can
Hold on,
Cici
we
pull
can open it.
Glimmer away from the door?
You can pick up, you don't even need to roll anything. But Cici just comes over, picks up Glimmer, and Glimmer just starts writhing, just struggling and wiggling underneath Cici's grasp.
Hold still for for a second so they can get the door open.
Yeah, Thieves' Tools is sleight of hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a thief's tools thing, like, yeah, +3 sleight of
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
proficiency.
So that is a.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that if you use the thieves' tools, it's sleight of hand plus your tool proficiency.
Yeah, okay, so that is a 14 on the die plus sleight of hand and my proficiency, which is 6. Not my proficiency, but the 2 additionals make 6, so that would be a dirty 20.
Nice, dirty 20. You make
Ooh.
quick work of that lock. And door's now unlocked. Are you gonna open the door? Or is Cici gonna let Glimmer?
I think Harlequinette's gonna usher everyone out of the way and go in first since they are security.
Yeah,
Fair.
Ezra will let HQ get to the door first.
Yeah, they're gonna creak it open, and should I roll something?
No. As you open the door, you are hit with just weird bright green light.
What?
It's almost blinding as you begin to open it and you hear the sobbing of a kid.
What?
You look over to where the light is coming from and you see a ball. Kind of a ball. Like when a snake curls in on itself.
Oh.
Ah,
The kid does not acknowledge you entering the room.
hello? We're here to help.
Go away!
Are you alright?
No, I'm not
Whoa.
okay.
What?
And Cici, as soon as that door is open, Glimmer starts wiggling and struggling even harder.
Should Cici kind of wants to let Harlequinette handle this. Should she roll something to try to keep a hold of him?
You know what? Yeah, make me a strength check most likely, and I'm going to do a contesting dex check.
All right. I think for grapple it's usually athletics, but I could roll just strength.
I want to say I'm using dex due to the fact that Glimmer is trying their hardest to wiggle out of her
No,
grasp.
I mean, the person grappling rolls athletics, and then the person
yep.
escaping rolls acrobatics or athletics, versus rolling
Yeah, that
just
makes
plain
sense.
strength or dex.
No, that makes sense.
By the way, Ezra is going into the room.
Yeah, Ezra, you see the same thing.
Okay.
I think.
Ooh. That's a 13. Oh,
That's
just
fine.
barely
Oh,
keeping
so
hold
close.
of him. She's just like,
Mm-hmm.
let Harlequinette check it out first.
I need to get to him. I need to.
Like, I think Harlequinette hears that and looks at Makhih and they go very gently, Makhih, I know you don't want us to talk to you, but Glimmer's here. Do you want to see Glimmer?
And to you mentioning that Glimmer is here and to hearing Glimmer protest against Cici, you see that the kid brings his head up from his coil and he just looks like a mess, as if he has been crying non-stop for hours on end.
Hey, what happened, kid? What happened?
I'm sorry, but Makhih doesn't acknowledge your question as he looks directly at Glimmer, who I assume he can kind of see through the door frame,
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
Glimmer continuing to struggle in Cici's hand
I
just
think,
cries out for Makhih.
yeah, I think Harlequinette gestures for Cici to let Glimmer go?
Yeah, she will. She drops him.
Uh,
He's
As soon
like
as you
4
drop
inches off
Glimmer,
the floor. It's fine.
yeah.
as soon as you let go of Glimmer, he books it straight towards Makhih and hugs him as tightly and as closely as he can. And Makhih hugs him back. And you just hear constant, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, coming from Glimmer.
What happened? What? Are you guys okay?
Hey, so fun thing. As you look over Makhih, and for the fact that he's no longer just a ball of green off in a corner, you can see slightly more details about him. For example, the fact that his entire color palette has turned green in a very unnatural,
Oh.
UPA sort of way.
Oh no.
And upon his hand, you see what appears to be some sort of replica of the Playdate bracelet. But it doesn't look as if. I want to describe it almost as if it's a lump imitating the bracelet.
Should I make an Arcana check?
I mean, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette will also make an Arcana check of just, is that a ghost?
19.
Am I looking at a ghost child?
19.
22.
I'll have Cici roll one just to see if she catches on to what everyone else does. Oh,
Oh.
not
Somehow
20.
the ghost rolled the worst.
I,
Still pretty
But still
Okay.
very good. A 19's good.
Oh my god. Yep. All of you recognize what is going on. That is very much a ghost child.
Oh no. That's Ezra. Like quietly.
Oh no, it's putting it kinda lightly.
I, oh. Oh.
We... Oh god.
Oh god.
Can Harlequinette look around for like a body in the closet or storage area or whatever they're in?
Mm, sure, go ahead. Roll an investigation.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. 17.
I mean, should I take this one?
Go ahead, Zen.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a body in here. You might find, like, in one of the dark corners, like a little bit of blood left, but no corpse.
A corpse in the room. Where's the corpse? Harlequinette thinks. And what do they tell? You know, it's like they're gonna have to call the police, right? Yeah.
Should should we message like security? What do we do? What do we do?
Well, I am security. We
I know.
what would the like on file like incident report process be then?
uh, hmm.
Just write down on a report card. Dead kid. There you go.
I mean,
He's back.
you probably should call the police for a dead person.
Yeah, this is like a police moment.
Mm-hmm. Like, if the kid's just missing, that's something you handle internally, but the kid, you're pretty sure this kid is dead and didn't
This
start
kid is
that
the
way.
ghost. Unless this kid is like Danny Phantom, this kid is the ghost.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
jeez.
You want to ask him that?
No, that is. Hey, are you dead? No.
Hey kid, have you seen the Nickelodeon show Didn't You Phantom?
I think what Harlequinette does is very gently approaches the children and goes, what's the last thing you remember seeing, Makhih?
Makhih looks up to you, and as he tries to recall the last thing that he remembers seeing, uh, a lump catches in his throat as all he can say is, a knife.
Yeah, Harlequinette is heartbroken. Like, they already knew, but it's just like, yep.
Yeah.
Rainbow Rabbit is now, they're gonna strangle that rabbit. They were already gonna strangle that rabbit, but now they're like extra specially gonna strangle that rabbit.
Yeah, Ezra is looking at HQ with a look of just, oh god, oh fuck.
Yeah, I think what Harlequinette does is use their internal Razwatch system to send out like you know what, like be on the lookout alert security
Yeah.
like thing, but then also like I'm assuming they might have an internal way to contact the police. I'm not entirely sure. Like the Razwatch channel probably doesn't allow that actually. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that you'd be able to
That's-
contact a police internally, especially if you said that you're more analog.
Gotta go find
Yeah.
a phone.
Ezra.
Gotta get yourself a phone.
Anyone got a flip phone within this trio?
Mm,
No,
I mean,
Cici
I'm
just
guessing that
uses
there's like
her.
staff phones in certain rooms.
Probably.
The front desk would certainly have a phone for outside calls.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette kind of starts ushering everyone out. Like, let's go back to the lobby.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can get you, Makhih?
Makhih shakes his head as he continues to hug Glimmer.
I figured. I just had a thought. Is Makhih basically haunting, Glimmer, but not like?
Uh, he's not exactly haunting Glimmer, but yeah, you could probably draw the connection for the fact that it was Makhih who was sending out the weird signal.
Yeah, like Harlequinette, I think, kind of has that little realization and just files it away. Like, okay, yeah, stuff happens here. Oh boy, a haunted arcade machine. Now a semi-haunted playdate and a ghost child. Oh boy.
Only one haunted
Hey,
arcade machine, there's two of those.
yeah.
Does Harlequinette? I know Harlequinette knows Amelia is kind of a spirit around here. Do they know that she's in the arcade machines yet? I don't think anyone's ever
Maybe
told
not.
Wasn't
them
that
that point blank.
mentioned in Cheshire Rat?
That's true. Yeah.
And HQ was watching the entirety of Cheshire Rat, so
I guess so. Sometimes I wonder how much like audio the cameras pick up versus just visual information.
Also, easy to overlook that detail in the context of everything else that happened.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Everything
they're
else,
still
yeah.
slightly oblivious to like where Amelia is located specifically. Yeah, I think they're trying to guide everyone back to the lobby, and they get a phone and basically just like shakily start calling the police.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh.
So I feel like this is where we're gonna start wrapping up this. So, any last few things that you want to do?
I feel like Harlequinette, after they called the police, would go to the security cameras and just desperately look through like those where they found Makhih's spirit, like around that area, to just see if there's any like recorded record of Rara or anything. Like they're just really confused. Where's the body? What the fuck did Rara do with the body?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like on the cameras you would see Rara leading Makhih and by extension Glimmer back there and into the closet, and then I mean you can't really see really clearly what happens in the closet, but Rara walks off. Rara's got a new mask, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh,
Which her plastic mask got cracked, so now she's wearing more of a rubber mask that's got more shape to it, sort of similar to
Ooh.
hair wires.
Oh God.
That doesn't make
Oh.
Harlequinette happy, and they were already miserable.
Yeah, Ezra is looking at HQ
Mhm.
like, oh no.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
God.
Rara seems to hang around the closet for a while, and then leaves with no, she probably would have known better than to carry things in the open.
I bet it
Uh,
would have been that bracelet. That goddamn bracelet.
well, no, cause it takes a little while before Bailey comes walking through the hall and notices Glimmer sort of standing there and, you know, pokes around in the closet, finds the bracelet, and then starts leading Glimmer back up to the front desk to return him. Unattended.
How was Glimmer? Was
Unattended.
he just sort of like zombified?
first point, you can't take the bracelet off of Makhih. That's what Cici is trying to do in order to return Glimmer.
No. Cici
No.
is doing fuck all nothing. This was Bailey taking the bracelet from the
Bailey.
closet after Makhih died, and Rara
Ah,
cleans
I
things
see.
up.
Okay, I see. Yep, no, that makes sense.
So basically, Rara killed Makhih. Rara cleans the scene up, leaving the bracelet behind, not the corpse. And then Bailey came around like 40 minutes later and just so happens to find an unattended playdate and picked up their bracelet and brought them to return them.
And my question
Yeah.
still stands: was Mickey? I mean, not Mickey. Glimmer just sort of like zoned out during that.
You No, Glimmer would not have been zoned out, but Glimmer would be incredibly shaken, but immensely composed to follow after the bracelet.
Uh-huh. Like, I think saying that, like Harlequinette, they were once again just frowning at Bailey. Like, I don't think they're like, oh, Bailey is the murderer, but they're just like, Bailey is incompetent. She found an unintended playdate and didn't look like around beyond picking up the bracelet or asking questions.
Oh.
So weird.
So weird.
Ah!
They really don't
Ha!
like Bailey. They already started to not like Bailey after the time of the where problems intersect.
Oh, yeah.
Now they really like she's incompetent. Yeah, they're like, okay, yep. I think they like probably take multiple screenshots of that whole incident and like put it in a report file so the police can see.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
I-
in at one point in the footage, Rara sort of looks up at the camera and like winks and blows a kiss.
Harlequinette. Harlequinette's rage. Harlequinette's rage cannot be quantified by mortal means. Just imagine like the hate speech, like the hate. I cannot tell you how. Like, how does it go?
yeah,
Every
no.
what?
Let me
Uh,
tell you how love learns to hate the I have no mouth and I must scream.
Yeah.
if it helps Harlequinette in any way to kind of like ground them, Harlequinette feels a tugging at the leg as Baloo, who has been there through this entire thing, kind of gets up on his tippy toes to try and see the security footage.
Harlequinette, I'm not sure if they would stop balloons. There's technically nothing graphic happens, but it's eerie.
Baloo kind of tilts his head and is like, "Who's that?"
The rabbit?
Yeah.
That's the rainbow rabbit. She's a very, very bad person. We should probably program the playdates to remember that there's a very, very bad person going around.
Yeah, that seems like the sort of thing they should be able to remember.
Oh, I just had a thought.
Oh.
Hmm?
You
Thoughts?
remember during the Cheshire Rat when Ezra and Luke both tried to explain to Hairwire, hey,
Hey,
Ezra
she's a
might,
murderer.
yeah,
Violet
hey,
kills kids.
Well, hey, yeah,
yeah,
now we do have visual evidence of her going somewhere with a child and then coming out without that child, and that child being a ghost now. Uh, we'll see where this goes.
Hmm.
Yippee!
wahoo, the
Oh,
horrors,
the horrors!
the horrors.
Okay. One final question, and then I feel like we can start wrapping this all up. What do you all do about Glimmer? Because if you're just going to leave him down there, he will spend the entire night within a closet.
I
Oh, I
feel like
was
they
thinking
pulled
that
him.
Harlequinette, when I said they were ushering, like, they were trying to, like, slowly
Ah.
scoot Glimmer and the ghost child, like, up to the lobby.
Hmm. I think Makhih kind of wraps himself around Glimmer, and Glimmer follows after.
Yeah, since Harlequinette's not inclined to try and separate the two at all, they just want them out of the creepy tunnels.
Hmm.
The murder tunnels, yeah.
The murder tunnels.
The
Let's get you
murder.
out of the murder closet.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you've got a playdate with a ghost child wrapped around him, and the two are not going to be separated for a very long time.
Here is set, do not separate.
Do we want them to be? I maybe the best choice right now would be to keep them together and then they can be interviewed. I don't want
I,
to make them be questioned by the cops, but it
I
might
just like to
be.
keep them together and safe and as
Yeah.
comfortable as they can be. We're calling the police. I assume at this point the police are already on their way since they already did the phone call.
Mhm.
Harlequinette's also thinking of, since they saw Makhih's mother on the cameras,
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
like, would that be in the guest logs at all, or they're kind of like debating between like they should probably let the police do that call, instead of a random clown.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sad
Hello, I'm a
hogs
clown at the PartyPlex. Your child is a
is
ghost
dead.
now. Well, we found them. Yeah, no, I think they leave that call for the police to do when they get here.
Counterpoint, I'm pretty certain that the mom knows that her child is missing.
Mhm. I would
Yeah.
hope so. She left the building
Yeah.
without him.
Yeah.
Well, my child disappeared, huh? Time to go home.
Well,
What can he do?
My question still kind of continues to be like, okay, so you're not separating the ghost from the kid.
No,
So,
but they're probably trying to keep them within sight, other
yeah.
than when
true.
they check the camera, since they figured that would probably be triggering to just re-see your death. So they did that in a different room, but yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to stick near the kids.
I was much more curious on what's going to happen in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
I
going
kind of
to
assume
kind of
Glimmer's
shut
not
down the
going back out
PartyPlex,
on the
or
floor.
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
fair? Fair assumption.
Maybe we should mark that in the system. Like, mark Glimmer out of order or something so that he can't be rented out.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette's probably doing all that stuff. Like, okay, Glimmer is currently a witness to a crime and also the comfort item of a ghost child. So let's just mark him as out of commission for now. Uh, and they also put in a note to maintenance to like add to the base core memory structures of the playmates
Playdates.
playdates. There we go. To add like a if you see the image of Rara, which I have included from the security feed, if you see this rabbit, go run, grab your child friend and run,
Report. Report.
report, run, and do not engage.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere with her, especially not the employee tunnels.
Yeah, don't go to the murder tunnels.
Stay in well-populated area. Report to security.
Elena's dreading that task. But
Oh no, actually having to do work at her
Oh
job.
no. Oh no, having to work. Wah, wah.
Like, just fake cry mockery. I also feel like Harlequinette adds like a subtle note of like security, including like they make sure to specify like head of security Bailey, but then also the security clowns, so that not just Bailey is informed since they think she's incompetent now.
Yeah.
okay. So with all of these notes, I think this is a pretty good point to kind of end the game, as the rest of the playdates are ushered back to the front, and they're all gonna have their own little moment of questioning Glimmer and Makhih and what the hell is happening, what the hell happened.
They
And they
can't
keep on talking.
swear.
Well, they're not gonna swear. I'm the one swearing out of character.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you everybody for playing. Thank you everybody for listening. I hope you enjoyed the game.
The
We love a bit of
horrors.
horrors.
Ah.
Ah, bye.
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 Good night.